Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good night. I greet you according to your time zone, wherever you're tuning in from. If you're watching this on YouTube, please remember to subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, please remember to follow and like the page. I really love talking about marriage and relationships. So, it's no news to many people online that Two-Face Paul Okoye and the wife Anita Okoye has finally gotten their divorce according to court rulings in Abuja. Abuja is the capital territory of Nigeria. The divorce proceeding was heard yesterday in court in Abuja in my time. Yesterday was December 20th, 2022, and I'm going to be reading to you guys exactly from the Nigerian, one of the uh, prestigious newspapers in Nigeria, the Punch newspaper. But before we get over to Punch, let us hear from Anita Okoye.
Hi everyone, my name is Anita Okoye, and I'd like to thank God for His divine mercy and grace. I'd like to ask Him for peace of mind, double double, great health, double double, divine favor, double double, an amazing life, double double.
Indeed, an amazing life, double double. God bless you, Anita, and God give you the strength to be able to raise your three kids. Anyway, let's go. And Abuja High Court has granted Anita and her estranged husband Paul Okoye divorce. Anita, who got married to Paul in 2014, cited cheating, separation, being an absent father, fra- fraud, and difficult experiences as her major reasons for seeking divorce. And then it goes on further to the next paragraph. She requested a monthly settlement of $20,000 and a number of her husband's mansions. $20,000. I'm not sure if it's a month or if it's yearly, but I'm believing it's on a monthly basis. We will get to that later. I want to read a comment that really caught my eyes, but let's keep going. In the divorce petition signed by her lawyer, I don't think that calling the lawyer's name is important here. Anyways, Ojonimi Abe and Okuteper JS at an Abuja High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, Maitama, Anita had earlier claimed that she contributed 10 million naira as an agreement with her husband that she would be granted space at the mall he had just completed in Lekki Phase 1, Lagos. She, however, claimed Paul Okoye cheated, cheated her out of a deal. I don't understand what that one means. I know that it was said that Anita caught the husband pants down with their house girl then. The petition reads in part 1 that I know as a fact that the petitioner founded a company called Tankco, 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 in 2019. That the petitioner and the respondent agreed to build a mall where Tankco will have its main office, and the petitioner contributed 10 million naira for the purchase of the land and the building of the mall. That I know as a fact that the respondent, upon completion of the mall, regained an agreement and failed to give Techno a space in the mall. However, Anita decided to withdraw the claims and opted to settle following alleged inability to provide all the claims in her petition to the courts. The court, in ruling in the case, granted joint custody of the children to the parties on October 20, October 20th, 2022. So the saga has been going on. They've been going to court back and forth, and finally, for them, the court granted both of them joint custody. And we must not forget also to understand that the children lives in United States of America, with their mom. But according to the court proceedings as well, Anita Anita cannot provide evidence. It doesn't matter how much you accuse somebody, even though you know that in your heart and in your mind that you're saying the truth. If you cannot provide an evidence of anything, like, for example, for the 10 million naira that she contributed towards the land purchase, there was no paper signed between her and her husband. And I'm telling you, when you are genuinely in love and know that, you know what, two of you has binded as one, most of the time you don't think that those things are necessary a receipt when you do something for your husband, or when your husband do something for you, or when two of you collaboratively make some effort and put something together to put your marriage forward. Most of the times you don't need a proof for that. So in this case, she couldn't provide anything. So most of the husband's properties that she also wanted a piece. Like, she wanted some of the properties. I'm not going to be reading a whole bunch of things in the newspaper because it's going to really get clumsy. So she couldn't get any property. Oh my God, any of the properties. Also, it was stated that because Anita alleged, I'm calling it alleged right now, that the husband cheated on her with their maid in Nigeria. She couldn't also provide an evidence. And who would thought? Everybody will think, when you are rich, you have big houses, you have maids, you have drivers, you have chauffeurs, you have gardeners, that you will at least have a CCTV to record some of the things that goes on in your household. But unfortunately, Anita cannot also provide any of those things to be able to convince the court that the husband was cheating. So I'm telling you, as it is right now, I don't know. People are saying that Anita lost a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't think she did lose out in a whole bunch of stuff. So let's keep going. The only thing that the court granted, according to what I'm reading, and please feel free to prove me wrong if you have any more evidence, is that the ex husband, will be paying her $20,000 on a monthly basis to take care of that children. If it's in America, if this case was to be in America, everything that Peter has will be split in half, half and half. If he has five houses, whether you bring the evidence or not evidence, those houses will be divided in two. This is the mother of your children. The children are basically living with her most of the time, according to source, and we can see that from her Instagram post. The children lives with her. They live in Atlanta, Georgia. She's taking care of these children, and none of P Square's Peter's house in Nigeria was given to her. So think about that, guys. Guys, most of the time, divorce doesn't really favor women in Nigeria. Honestly, it's so sad and it's a shame that divorce doesn't really favor women that much. And this is why so many women, no matter what you're doing to them, no matter what they're going through in their marriage, they still stay there because it's gonna be hard for them to find a roof over their head. At this time, the only thing we're hanging on to right now, like I said, prove me wrong. Please provide me details if there is a place where she was granted something else other than 20,000 naira on a monthly basis. But here, I've been reading so many comments, but I'm going to come. I will read you guys a comment that really shook me up a little bit. But before we get into the comments, let me tell you guys something. Even though that prenuptial agreement is right now, a lot of people in Nigeria are signing prenuptial agreements. If you can do that, there is nothing wrong with signing prenups, so that you want to make sure that you're safe, you're secure, your future is secure. Most people doesn't know that staying at home and raising the kids is not my. It's not an easy job. And you guys must also remember that to everything that Peter Okoye have today, two of them worked that out together. They they planned it together. They worked. P Square or Peter Okoye was nobody according to South. They built everything together with the family of Peter and Paul Okoye. So it wasn't handedly done by Peter Okoye. People, pray for your marriages. Marriage is tough. Marriage is hard. Let God lead you in your marriage. Honestly, especially women, wives, pray for your husband. And think about that when you marry a celebrity. He's already out there. People want a piece of him, but it takes a lot for a man to be disciplined. It really, really takes a lot. People, please, please pray for your partners. Men constantly face these challenges of infidelity. You know, even though people say a good man, a man that have respect will not cheat. Yes, we all know that. But sometimes devil is also out there to tempt, to try to destroy God's good work. If you are not strong enough, the devil will destroy God's good work. Please, ladies. So let's read this comment. Somebody said, "Let me live a number of mansions." I thought he said, I don't know what he means. Mansions. First, 20K dollar a month for a year is 120 million a year. Even thousands of families don't spend that in a lifetime. An auntie wants it every year. Now gold digger she really be. As other comments show, 10 years now, 1.2 billion naira. She will sow. No, honestly, this kind of comments, why am I bringing this comment here? Because I want to tell us this person is based in Otiabo or T whatever. He left his comment in a newspaper, so I'm not going to hide his name. So the comment is um, public. It's out there. First of all, let me remind us that $20,000. Anita doesn't live in Nigeria. These kids don't live in Nigeria. This is America. The money is being spent in US dollars. We don't know if these kids go to private school. I'm telling you because I live outside of Nigeria, so I can tell you. So if you're sitting down and first of all you called her a gold digger, she's not a gold digger, my dear. Go and read the story and the history. They built everything they have together. Peter Okoye is a celebrity. He has so many properties. He has three children with Anita, whom Anita is raising in US. They have to pay school fees. Again, I don't know which school they're going to. Don't forget that children have extracurricular activities. If the children are taking music class, if they're taking singing class, if they're taking football, if they're taking soccer, if they're taking hockey, you have to put those things into perspective. It's not moi in this part of the world. It costs arm and leg to be able to raise children in this part of the world. It's not Nigeria where you have house girls, where you might not pay them on a monthly basis. Everything costs arm and leg in America. And don't forget, she also have to have money for herself. Her upkeeps matters a lot. So, my dear, before we come out and start calling her gold diggers, she's not a gold digger. Perhaps whoever wrote this and people who are calling her gold diggers can take their pen and paper and put some statistics down and write down and go and Google because everything is on the internet. What does it really cost to raise children in this part of the world? It's not chicken. So whether you take your pen and paper and you're thinking that is how many billion naira, she is not raising her children in Nigeria. Every expenses she's making, even the lawyers that she paid for this divorce. How do you think she's gonna pay those lawyers? Do you think that to get a lawyer to fight P Square in the court she'll be anyhow lawyer? I'm not. Nobody's citing any amount that she paid for her. uh, to the lawyer, but I know for you to stand out there to say that you're fighting a celebrity, you better have a heavy wallet. So, whatever 20,000 naira dollars a month, she deserves that, and she deserves more than $20,000 a month. This is my own opinion. Feel free to leave your own comments down below. What do you guys think about this divorce saga? Finally, P Square can move on and do whatever he wants to do. And Anita, congratulations, my dear. I wish you nothing but the best. There is a picture and a video that is going around saying that Anita is also flaunting her own new man. I will not post that or share that now until I'm very, very sure of what is going on. Remember, this is social media. People can pop up anything and start sharing. So, any further developing news and stories, I will surely share that with you guys. Thank you and share the video. God bless you.